Oh, goodness. Blessings, blessings. God bless you. God bless you. Okay, so I'm doing something a little different. I am streaming to my YouTube page, and let me just sit back a little bit because I feel like I'm sitting too close. And so, but blessings to. Oh, okay, so I had to turn that off. Oh, I see how I can have both of them simultaneously here. I'm not sure if I like that or not, but blessings to everyone. God bless you. I'm just trying to kind of figure this out here a little bit. And because I am streaming live to YouTube, I wanted to come on. There was something that was revealed to me. And as God was revealing it, it was like, wow, okay. So there's something that I've always known about me that I love talking, love conversing with people. And in so doing that, there's much that I get from that. There's much that happens when conversation or dialogue is taking place, right? And so right now, this is a dialogue that is happening because there's just this one person, me. And in dialoguing, and even in conversations that I have had with other people and things of that sort, what I have definitely noticed is that um, in talking and speaking and communicating with others or just sharing something, right? There's always something that I hear that sometimes I have not heard before, or I'll hear it and it becomes very crystal clear, in regards to, oh, wow. Okay, you have one of those aha moments. And so I get lots of aha moments when I'm doing my Facebook Lives. I usually stream to Facebook and YouTube. And I come from a platform, a different platform that I use, but to stream there, but I get these aha moments. And so Holy Spirit was just speaking to me, about it. It's like, pay attention, to what's happening, what's going on, right? And so I just did a Facebook Live and I streamed it to YouTube as well. And in that, I got so much more revelation as I was speaking, as I went back and listened to the replay of that, there was just so much more insight that became available unto me. And God has wired all of us differently, and so in the wiring, I've always paid attention. I'm a very observant person, so I'm always paying attention to certain things, and I'm listening. I'm listening for what Holy Spirit is saying as well. And there's just such a keenness that has, I'm going to say, has returned for me in regards to hearing Holy Spirit in such a greater measure. And I'm loving it. I'm loving what Holy Spirit is saying. And so I have this business, and it's called Consulting Services, and it's a consulting services for those companies that are startups, those that are been in business for a long time, but you're looking to restructure things, even for ministries. If you're looking to restructure some things, that the consulting services for you. And I realize that when you come along people and you begin to talk with people, you begin to have conversation with people, sometimes people are not hearing what they um, are really needing to hear. And and what happens, it takes another person to come alongside of them, to just reiterate in a sense. Um, so are this is what you are saying, right? And this is what you feel that you need sometimes, and that happens in conversations. That happens when we're communicating with one another. We're not always hearing what we need to hear, but sometimes, and I'm going to say for me, God has so gifted me that I can sit and I can be talking with you, and we can be engaged in all different types of conversation, but I'll hear some things and literally can repeat it back to you. And I've had people just say, oh my goodness, I didn't understand that. I didn't know that that's what I was in need of. They were actually speaking about what they were in need of, but didn't know that they were doing that. And so God has gifted me with an ability that He has endowed me with, to actually hear some things that other people are not hearing, and even at times to see things that other people are not seeing. And so I'm grateful for the gift that God has placed down on the inside of me. Now I'm here because I wanted to offer my services unto you. I wanted to offer personal advisement, or advisory service unto you. I wanted to offer a strategic planning unto you, because sometimes when we're in conversations with another person, and that person is listening, because I'm called to listen. I'm called to listen and to hear and to see some things that you may not be hearing, seeing, or even perceiving. And so, but the service is available to all that are interested, just wanting uh, strategic planning, you just wanting a personal advisor. I would be that as well unto you. And you can go to www.askconsultingservices.org. Now, it's interesting that I heard God says, go to YouTube and to offer it to those that may follow me on YouTube. And so that's what I'm doing. And because it was very clear as I was speaking on today, I didn't have, I'm speaking to an audience that sometimes I don't see, an audience that may not be responding in the chat or anything of that sort, but I know that people are listening. And so as I was sharing about the power within, there's a power within us that we must all begin to learn to tap into. And what God was saying to me was that it was important that we get so acquainted with Holy Spirit. He is the one that dwells on the inside of us. And He is the one that gives us the power to move about and to do certain things in the earth. It all comes through Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit is the one that Jesus Christ has sent by the Father. So He was sent by the Father to us to help us. So He is known as the helper. He is known as the paraclete, the one that is walking beside us. He is known as the Spirit of truth. He is known as the Spirit of wisdom. He is known as the Spirit of knowledge, the Spirit of understanding, and the Spirit of counsel and might. Holy Spirit is known to be that for us. And so he's helping us. He's walking alongside of us. And we have to become acquainted with him. In other words, when I say acquainted, just as we've come intimately with God, knowing God, speaking to God, we come intimately knowing Holy Spirit, speaking to Holy Spirit, acknowledging Holy Spirit that He is here to help us. He's right here with us, and He dwells on the inside of us. He's no longer in the Old Testament where Holy Spirit moved among them on the outside of them, but He is now dwelling on the inside of us. And so there are gifts and talents that God has endowed us with, and it is Holy Spirit that begins to unlock those things for us, to awaken those things on the inside of us that have been laying dormant. Holy Spirit is the one that will do that. And Holy Spirit is not an it, Holy Spirit is a person. And so we see Holy Spirit at the beginning of Genesis. He was there when God said, "Let us make man in our image and in our likeness." And Holy Spirit was there at that time. But Holy Spirit became available to all of the believers, right, that have waited on the promise of the promise of Holy Spirit, the promise of the to become witnesses, right? We've become witnesses because of Holy Spirit that dwells on the inside of us. And Holy Spirit has endowed us with power. He has graced us with power to be a witness for Jesus Christ of Nazareth. And so I'm saying all of that to say that there are gifts and talents, and there's innovative ways and solutionists, skills and abilities and insight and foresight that God has given to each one of us. And if we can tap into it, and we tap into it because of Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit is revealing things unto us. And that's what happened to me on today. Holy Spirit revealed something so phenomenal unto me on today. And I heard it. I heard it because I'm talking to Facebook Live, I'm talking to YouTube, I'm talking to an audience that I don't necessarily see. Sometimes there's a comment that may come up and here and there, but I'm talking and speaking and saying what I'm hearing Holy Spirit is saying to say. And I just thought, oh my goodness, that is just so wow. And can I tell you, I've always been this way, that I get so much out of conversating. I get so much out of having dialogue and just talking with people. I get so much out of that, right? And what I get out of that is that there's so much more that is being said than what sometimes we are hearing. And so, even if, for example, I'm doing this to YouTube, and I know when I go back and listen to the replay, I'm going to hear even more. I'm going to hear even more. So I'm just saying, I have a skill set. I have an ability that God has endowed me with to be a solution and a blessing unto others. And so I want to offer my service. I am not a psychic. I am not that. I am led by the Spirit of the Lord. Who I am hearing from is by Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit Himself. And so I want to offer my I'm a personal advisor. I like to offer that service unto you. I'm strategic planner. I love to strategically plan with people. I would love to offer that service unto you. And so you can go to the website. Once again, it's www.askconsultingservices.org. And I'm going to link that in the description when I get off, and hope to hear from some of you that want to take advantage of a service that is available to you to even give you more insight and foresight in regards to what you're building, what you're about to start. Um, or what you're restructuring. And once again, it's for businesses, organizations, and also for ministries. And so I look forward to hearing from those that are interested definitely in the services in which I offer. So I'll say shalom for now. Shalom, shalom.